Hey guys, Crypto Will here, back with another video. That's two videos today. Oh man, I'm on a roll. Today, I'm here looking at the markets and giving my take on a few things. So Bitcoin, the alpha and omega of all cryptocurrencies, is at 11,000. It's actually down from earlier. It was darn near 12,000. It actually touched 12,000 a couple of days ago. Yeah, you see here? Boom! 12,200. Then back down, back down, back down. So, and now it's at 11,300. So, let's look at it from the past year. Because, as you well know, this year has been a bumpy ride. From 6,000 for a while, it was holding steady. Then boom! 4,000, then 3,000. Stay at 3,000 for a while. And this is around what I got out of crypto. There was a whole bunch of drama. Left a group that was a part of that I realized I shouldn't have been in the first place, and I just didn't want to be in crypto anymore. It was way too toxic. It was just too many toxic people. There was nothing going on. Platforms kept scamming out. It was just too much. I took a very long break until like last month, and since then, boom, it has gone up, 11,000. At first I was freaking out, like, oh my god, I missed all this. I missed all this, and I did, but I'll tell you why I'm not even worried about that in a second. But I took a break because of all the toxicity, and plus, I'm in this to make money. We all are. Let's all be real about that. The technology is fine, but the technology and all the cool stuff going on with certain altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that, that's just for the purposes of seeing where the price goes for me. It's like, yeah, you update your mainnet, is that going to raise the price of the tokens? That's all I really care about. That's what I'm in for crypto. I can't really speak today. It's early in the morning. And so, I just had to go. No platforms, no nothing. I was an EXP asset, but I just made a video on that while I'm done with it now. And I'm not getting into any hypes. I didn't really get into Tron. I looked at it, but I didn't really get into it because, I'm not a gambler. Trading is basically gambling. And so I just kept losing money on trading, following the wrong people, the wrong advice, etc. And, yeah, I could go get Crypto Faces, Market Cipher, but it's way too expensive. The problem with all these programs is that there's a very high cost of entry. It's not meant for the little guy. Market Cipher costs like 0.1 Bitcoin just to get started, which is like $1,000 some. He might put it on sale around the holidays or whatever. But still, it's a lot of money right now. It looks great. I've seen videos of it, and it seems to predict movements pretty well. You can day trade off, you can do all of it, but the cost is $1,000 just to get the thing, and you recommend it to have 2 accounts on BitMEX or Bybit, and you have to fund them. And so, doing it for $100 is not really going to get you anywhere. I don't know whether it's set up to do small swings like that. And so, $1,000 for Market Cipher, $100, like $500 for 2 accounts is already $2,000, just off the bat to really get started. Because getting started with 100 is not really going to help you in cryptocurrency trading. There's very few people who've actually taken $100, consistently won, and turned it to a lot of money without adding more. Or just putting that 100 without having to put more. It's very few people. And so, that's where I'm at. I'm not going to pretend to be some giant whale with thousands of dollars. If I had, I would not really be in this mess. I'd already have Market Cipher. I already have all that. I'm not bashing Crypto Face. He's a great guy. He's one of the few people I trust. Him and Bitcoin Trading Beast, till he changes his name again. When he changed his name from NYC Crypto Club to Bitcoin Trading Beast, I thought that was another one of the Oracle's channels because it sounded Oracle-like. But I clicked on it. I'm just like, oh snap! It's King Crypto. That was the name I knew him by. So I watched his video. So I was subscribed to him, watch his video just to make sure, and it was King Crypto. Okay, hold on. And antivirus software comes with a VPN. I already have a VPN, TorGuard. Like, despite the person who I got it from, it's actually a very good software. TorGuard is excellent for your cryptocurrency needs. No, not sponsored. Don't have an affiliate link in there. But trading is it's just not for me. It's like, in order to start crypto-facing market cipher, I had to come up with $2,000 immediately, just off the bat, and I can't really do that. So, and I'm not going to trade like any other way because it's just I can't be the one of those people who draws lines all over the charts and stuff and all that other nonsense. That's just not for me. I want it super, 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 super simple. You look at it, you tell where it goes with 90% accuracy. You put it in a trade on some leverage, you make money. I don't need to draw on it. I don't need to know why. You look at it, put in a trade, and know I'm going to make money. So if I can't do that, then I don't really care. So yeah, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. Other people, when they lose a few $100s off a trade, then they can go in and immediately put in another few hundred, lose on that, another few hundred. They can just lose money until they win. Now all of us are fortunate to be in that situation where they can drop hundreds of dollars just off testing some stuff. And so when I lose money, it's a few weeks to a few months before I can really get back into it. And so, yeah, it's just... That's why I trade cryptocurrency not for me. Like, Market Cipher might change that, but again, I can't get it. So after that long spiel, what am I doing? Am I doing anything in crypto? Why am I even making this video? Because you see the price of Bitcoin, it has risen. It was at $3,000 last year. Let's see, 1 year. It was at $3,000, not this year, in January. Now it's at $11,000. That's almost, and it was at 12,000 points. It's almost a 4 times increase. And so if I bought Bitcoin down, I wouldn't be able to buy a full Bitcoin, but I would have been able to buy a piece of it. It would have quadrupled my money. But again, like I said way earlier on, I'm not worried. Look at what Ethereum has done. By the way, I'm not really a fan of Ethereum anymore because all the dApps and all the smart contracts and stuff like relied on the Ethereum network, and all the ICOs and stuff, they use Ethereum, and it really hurt the price of Ethereum. And so back then, when Bitcoin was over here, it went to an all-time low of like $80-something in December. So I didn't buy any. Kind of wish I had, but again, not too worried. And so you see here, it hasn't gone up nearly as much as Bitcoin has. Nearly as much. It hasn't quadrupled in price since then. It's only doubled in price up until this point. So Ethereum, it might have been a good buy, but again, not worried. Let me stop beating around the bush. The point is, I'm getting into altcoins now. What? Altcoins? Yes, altcoins. XRP. Here's why. Let's look at the chart. 29 cents. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at the chart exactly what I did for the other two charts, and you'll see why. 1 year. All right, January 2019, 32 cent, 33 cent. This is where it was. Remember when Bitcoin had that high rocket up and Ethereum had that high rocket up? Well, XRP hasn't really had that. Its max was 46 cents, which is good, but now it's back down to where it was. That's odd. 30-something cent, 29-something cent. That's weird. So, alright, let's take a look at some others in the top 10. Not really a fan of Bitcoin Cash. I'm really not. Litecoin. Even Charlie Lee says Bitcoin's a better buy than Litecoin now. I'm not going to find the article. I read it off of somewhere on the internet. I'm not going to go look for it. Binance Coin, it's Binance. It'll always be up there. Tether, EOS, Stellar. Let's look at Stellar. And getting data from the server, and same thing as the others. Okay, January to February, 7 cent. Had a bit of a rocket up to 11 cent, 13 cent. But what? It's back down to where it was before? Huh. Just like Ripple. There might be a trend here. Bitcoin SV. I don't know what they're going to do with Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin SV. I should have bought it like right after it hit right after it forked. Oh my god. Okay, right after it forked, doesn't even have a year of data. Okay. All right, it came in 2018, and so all right, it came alive. Started off at what, $64? Okay, dropped down to here, $65. If you had done what I didn't do and like kept some Bitcoin, you would have gotten some Bitcoin SV, but I couldn't afford a whole Bitcoin. So what I should have done is buy some and then sell it up here. But, I didn't like this coin anyway. So it stayed down here at $60-something. Then it rocketed up. Not all Bitcoin forks will do that. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. And there's no real use for Bitcoin SV. And so it's only top 5 because it has the name Bitcoin in it. And Bitcoin Cash. These are two of the most high profile ones. These are two of the only ones that actually exist. But let's get back to the show. Let's look at EOS. All right, let's see if it rocketed up like Bitcoin. I'm not really pausing this video that much. I just want to see what I'm doing live. So if it's a little slow, sorry. All right, January. 281, 278, 235. It had a nice little rocket up in April. 420. It's up a little bit, 394. Okay, it's up a little bit, but it's nothing spectacular like Bitcoin did. These altcoins are not following the price of Bitcoin anymore. It's basically completely untethered. Bitcoin rockets up, and the other altcoins don't, minus Ethereum. Just for kicks. We observe majority exchange using Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't. Bitcoin Cash, it probably rocketed up. Okay, yeah, it did. It was at 127. It had a nice little rocket up, and now it's at 311. So, the top 3 follow it. Bitcoin, top 4. 3 of the top 4. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. They largely go the same way, but none of them rocket up like Bitcoin. So the reason I'm getting the altcoins is because stuff like XRP and Stellar and Tron and let's look at Monero. They follow their own trend. They have not rocketed up yet. So look at here we go again. February, $43. Okay, it had a rise. I will give Monero this, but certain coins like Ripple and Stellar and Cardano. I looked at Cardano for a cent. Yeah, I looked at Cardano. 4 cent went up to like 8 cent, doubled. Now it's back at 4 cent. Stellar, Cardano, EOS, and Ripple. They're back down to where they were before, and so you can get them at the same price as you did when Bitcoin rocketed up. So that's why I'm slowly investing in them, because they can rocket up. And it's not just that. They all have news. I don't feel like pulling up all the news right now, but it has real world functions, and real corporations are getting into them now and starting to use them. And so they have a chance to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x between this year and next year. And so I'm loading up on them while they're cheap. And so me not getting Bitcoin at the absolute lows, it doesn't really matter. I couldn't afford a whole Bitcoin anyway. Me having my $100 worth of Bitcoin, yeah, it might have doubled, but I still wouldn't get anywhere. But Bitcoin is still in game. So I'll be buying Ripple, EOS, Stellar, Cardano, like the most promising altcoins, in the hopes that they'll all double, or several of them will like double, triple, quadruple, quintuple in price. Then I can exchange them for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin it's going to 20,000 again, probably this year. It just needs to break past all of this. Like, the bear market's over, and the altcoins don't seem to be following that much. They'll have their own rockets upward. When Bitcoin hits 20,000, though, all the floodgates open. Bitcoin will hit 20,000, and it's not gonna do it to me. It's not gonna just float gracefully above 20,000. No, it's gonna once it hits 20,000, it's gonna hit it, bounce off, hit it, bounce off, hit it, bounce off, hit it, bounce off, over and over and over again. Because that is the biggest resistance point to Bitcoin. But then one time it will rocket upward, like to like 21,000 or something, bounce back down to like 19,000, and then hit up again. And then once it's consistently above it, ooh, that's when the fun begins. That is where it begins. And so that's why. And so yeah, it's definitely hitting above 20,000. Probably hitting up around 40,000. I'm not really in analysis. There are people who do this professionally that that can really tell you. But the whole point is to get Bitcoin because it's going to 100,000 someday. A million, yeah, possibly, but at some point regulation's going to come because they're going to see a price. Investigators and the FBI and stuff are going to see the price rising up, and then at some point laws are going to be made. How restrictive those laws will be, we don't know. They won't outright just straight up ban it, but they might pull some tricky stuff like, hey, only accredited investors can have Bitcoin, etc. They can't make people empty their wallets. Like, they just can't. But they're going to have some restrictive laws on it at some point, possibly. Or because they can't keep the system going as is. Like, Bitcoin, $100,000, like, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to regulate it, but at some point regulation will come. And that is something to watch out for, especially when Bitcoin hits 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. Because, after 2017, the price rose because of stuff like BitConnect and sheer speculation. Now it's rising because it's actually being used by corporations. And so corporations are going to be like, hey, government, we want to own Bitcoin, like solely, and all these cryptocurrencies. Can you make some laws? What those laws will be, we don't know. So other countries have different laws, like India, that outright ban it. But here in America, we won't have as restrictive laws, but it could still get in our way of making money. So hopefully not, but it's something to watch out for. In the meantime, we should make our money. I'm using altcoins to get more Bitcoin. That is the crux of the argument. And so you might have your opinions on that. Like some people love ontology and all that. Ethereum Classic, I'm personally done with it. I made my money at Ethereum Classic. It's just, unless some major use cases come out, I'm not as excited. I could probably load up on it, and if it doubles and stuff, then great, because it's so cheap. $5, pay $100, you get several of them. Don't feel like doing the math. 410, roll to 8. It doubled in June. That's cool. If you bought it at the low and sold it up here, which very few people did, great, you made your money. But again, this is back to where it is before. And so if Ethereum Classic has a bunch of uses, then it could also double. But that's more unlikely than the others. But some people say, hey, VeChain and IOTA and stuff, but I'm only focused on a few. I'm not getting a whole lot of altcoins. I'm just going to focus on Ripple, Stellar, Cardano. That's it. Like these other ones, nah, whatever. And so, anyway, guys, just wanted to bring you my opinions on the markets. If it dragged a little bit, sorry. It's very early in the morning. So, yeah, just want to tell you why I've been gone. I only talk when I have something to say. And so, when I'm here, you don't actually have something to say. So, anyway, guys, take care. See you next time.